This was brought to my attention by one of my followers. Shout out to Gamer G, excuse me, for sending it to me. In case y'all don't remember who this guy is, this is Dwayne Johnson. He was the groundskeeper of a school for a few years until he ended up contracting a pretty heavy form of cancer that left lesions on his skin and damn near killed him from a Roundup weed killer from the Monsanto company. Back in August, he received one of the biggest quote unquote payouts from the company ever in the sum of $289 million. And I remember myself and a lot of other people were excited, but some people were kind of side-eyeing the thing. One, they were saying, while they were glad he received this high payout, what was he going to do with the money, considering, he probably didn't have long to live? And myself and plenty of others said, well, he has two sons that he's most likely going to leave the money to. Some people were saying, I don't think he's going to get that much money, considering how Monsanto really gets down. Well, to those of you who guessed the second one, the latter, you would be absolutely correct. If I had to go back in time, put myself in a time machine and go back, I would say, wow, I would give you a pound or, dap you up or whatever and say, you know what, you were correct. Because according to this article that I have in front of me, they have gone, when I say they, I mean the judge in the case, whose name is Suzanne Bolanos, went from getting ready to give this man a $289 million payout all the way down to $39 million. That is an 80%, that's more than an 80% drop from what he was initially supposed to receive. I said somebody from Monsanto must have gotten her ear and convinced her to lower it down. And based on what I read, they said the reason why they did it is because the plaintiff presented no clear and convincing evidence of malice or oppression to support an award of punitive damages. I'm sitting here saying to myself, hold the fuck on. Y'all have evidence, both documented and physical evidence, that this weed killer caused this man's skin to pretty much damn near deteriorate in the condition that it's in. You have proof that it was the leading source to what gave him the cancer. It was all proven in court. A jury voted and they voted in his favor. What more evidence did you need? I'm telling you, Monsanto or somebody from there paid her off to make that change. This is why everybody side eyes the hell out of Monsanto and why a lot of people don't want Monsanto in their business. If a company has to do some shady dealings in order just to get their quote unquote product into a nation, because I've heard some places say that they do not allow any Monsanto products to be even in their establishments. If they have to do all of that, then something is very shady and fucked up about them, not only as a people, but as a business, as a culture. That whole thing saying that there's no evidence, that's a damn lie. There's plenty of evidence to back up why this guy deserves all of that money. But they reduced it down to $39 million, but I'm glad that his lawyers and his team are not backing down to this, saying, you know what, it is $39 million, so it is better than nothing. They're like, no, we're not going to accept that. So they said that unless they come up with a new deal or a much better one that will be satisfiable, they will be looking to going to trial again. It's just a shame that it's going to come to that, because I don't know how much longer Dwayne Johnson has to live. I'm surprised, and I'm not saying this to be facetious, I'm surprised that he's actually still breathing, considering how his condition was, and people were thinking that he didn't have that much long to live. So I'm surprised he's still alive today. I'm glad that he is, though. I hope that they can continue going forward with this, but this fight should have ended back in August when the judge banged the gavel the first time. I mean, you went from $289 million to $39 million. But it's not so much of the reduction of the cost. It's the fact that they came back and with that stupid claim saying that there was no evidence to back up his claim. Like, that's a slap in the face to him, because it's making him try to seem like he was just ambulance chasing or was just chasing a check, when all the evidence was right there. It was presented, it was proven, it was decided back then in August. Now they come out at the end of October with this shit. I'm telling you, they got in her ear. The people over at Monsanto got into that judge's ear, and that's what made her change everything. Because that whole thing that she came up with as an excuse sounds like something they told her to put out there. She probably don't even believe that shit. But Monsanto's not trying to take that huge of a hit, because they know if that payout was to go, then it would be official. Even with the verdict going Dwayne Johnson's way. They don't want that money going to him, especially because this man, as you can see, is a black man. Who knows what he would have done with that money? That would have been a huge hit toward their reputation. Well, more so to their pockets than anything. But yeah, I hope they go forward with it. I don't know how much longer Dwayne Johnson has to live, but hopefully he can hang on just a little bit longer. Hopefully his team can continue to push forward with this, because this is ridiculous. That man deserves all of that money. I don't give a damn if it's $289 million. That money belongs to him for pain and suffering. That man ended up with a goddamn illness that can kill him at any moment now. And he has 2 young boys that need their father. And who knows how long he has to be here with them. I know money ain't going to really do nothing, anything like that, but it can damn sure help some things out. I think it's the fact that when he announced, I don't know if he announced it or not, but I think he probably did. I think when he announced, if he did, what he was going to do with the money, I think that had Monsanto a little bit shook. And they said, oh no, we can't let him have all this money, because we will be damned if we allow him to do what he claims he wants to do for his kids. That's another angle I could see it being as well. There's a lot of things that go into this. Endless possibilities. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Why do you think the judge changed her mind? I think my theory might be correct, but you might have a different one. Why do you think the judge changed her mind to go from this huge payout to this little itty bitty chump change? Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.